graduates and guests. In a moment, the presiding officer, who today is the Pro-Chancellor, along with the academic procession, will enter the graduation hall. When the procession has arrived on stage, Advanced Australia Fair will be played, and we invite everyone to join in the singing. Graduates and guests, please rise, stand for the academic procession.
Australians, oh, let us rejoice, for we are one and free, with golden soil and a well for toil. Our home is girt by sea. Our land abounds in nature's gifts of beauty, rich and rare. In history's page, let every stage advance Australia fair. In joyful strains, then let us sing, advance Australia fair.
Please be seated. Distinguished guests, I would like to invite Uncle Chris Tobin, representative of the Darug people, to offer the traditional welcome to country.
Thank you. Warami Miriga. Hello friends and Nalawa. Welcome to the lands of the Wallamedigal. I belong to one of the local Aboriginal families of the Darug people, the traditional custodians over this part of the country. I wish to firstly pay my respects to the country and its people, and to thank the university for their acknowledgement of us and the invitation to welcome you here this afternoon. That acknowledgement is important for our people and much appreciated. My family, in fact, descend from Yarramundi, a respected elder and cleverman of the Burrabrongal clan during the early years of colonisation. He saw that our survival in this new world could best be secured if we could learn more about it. So he enrolled his daughter, Bullangai, or Maria, into the Native Institute, a school set up in 1815 by Governor Macquarie, offering formal education to Aboriginal children. Maria studied there for several years and used her newly acquired skills to lobby and ultimately secure some land for herself and her family out along the Richmond Road. Other Aboriginal families soon joined them, and it became known as the Blackstown, where the present-day city of Blacktown gets its name. We're very proud of her, as I'm sure your families are of you here today. And with good reason. Your success is our success. Your advancement, our advancement. Now that was probably better understood in traditional times when camp groups were smaller and clans abided by strict sharing laws, which meant the food that you caught and brought back was distributed throughout the rest of the camp. Your skills and good fortune were thus enjoyed by all. Your efforts literally nourished the rest of the community, and you in turn were looked after by them. Yes, we can live quite beautifully when we work together. Our Aboriginal ancestors certainly lived well in many respects, and I use occasions like this to offer them to yourselves as a model or a benchmark on how good to expect our lives today. You see, when Captain Cook arrived here around 250 years ago, he encountered a people whom he described as one of the happiest people he'd ever met. They owned nothing, he wrote, but the tools they carried. They were naked and made their shelters from the bark of trees without cutting them down, fed their families from the earth without excessive tilling or clearing. There was no slavery, no rich and poor, and no homelessness. Armies were unheard of, as were forts, jails, or even fences. People cooperated to collect the resources that were needed, which were then shared out according to strict Aboriginal law. Our lands are maintained in their natural state through fire and responsible harvesting. Our rivers and waterways kept clean and unpolluted, with people drinking out of them as they have done here for the past 30,000 years. So this is not an ideal or a dream or something like that. This is normal life for us and for the longest time. And there is no good reason why we should expect less for ourselves and our children than what our ancestors enjoyed. Admittedly, there's a lot more of us. However, we are a clever people, and there's still much magic in the world, I like to believe. So graduands, I would say expect great and wonderful things from your life. Life is good, we are naturally happy, and normally very good at looking after each other and the planet. I would just ask that you share your skills with the rest of us and keep following that beautiful spirit within you that got you this far. Do this and I'm confident we can put together a world we can be proud of and a future that is worthy of our children. We can all do our bit. I'll do mine by winding up and letting you graduate. Just want to say congratulations to all of you and all the best in our collective future. Thank you. Yano.
Distinguished guests, I'm pleased to introduce the Pro-Chancellor of Macquarie University, Distinguished Professor Leslie Hughes.
Firstly, thank you, Chris, so much for your welcome to country to our beautiful Wadamagal campus. It adds a huge amount of significance to today's proceedings, and thank you very much for coming along today. Thank you. Colleagues, guests, families, and friends of our graduands, and most importantly, our graduands. It's my distinct honour and pleasure to welcome you here today to this graduation ceremony. I bring our graduands and guests a special greeting from the members of our University Council, the governing body of the university. And it's our hope that today is a very happy and memorable occasion for all of you. I see that we have a number of young ones today, small children and even a few babies, and I want you to know they are especially welcome. This is a family event. I also want you to know that we don't expect young kids to stay quiet and still the whole ceremony, so don't feel bad if they want to run around and make a noise. They are welcome, and you are welcome, of course, to stay as long as you want. Today is a milestone day. We celebrate the wonderful achievements of those of you who are about to graduate. Completing a degree is never easy. It requires an intelligent and inquiring mind, determination and perseverance, and you have all made many sacrifices along the way to pursue your goal. You've worked very hard to get to this point, and you should feel proud of what you have accomplished. We, as the university, are just as proud of your achievements, and I'm pleased to be able to congratulate each and every one of you. I also want to especially welcome the families, supporters and friends of our graduates here with us as invited guests. The fact that you have been invited by one of our graduates to share in their great achievement is proof positive of the support that you have given them and your important influence. So congratulations to our guests also, and thank you for celebrating this great occasion with us. Now, our graduates may not realise, but we're about to participate in one of the world's oldest formal rituals. In fact, graduation ceremonies have been around, mostly unchanged, for at least the past 800 years. So people have been wearing these funny hats and gowns for a very, very long time. By remaining unchanged, we contribute to the life of the university and the thread of the tradition that links us all. We all realise, of course, that Macquarie is not one of those ancient universities. We're just over 50 years young. And though we're amongst the youngest universities in the world, we are nonetheless proud to take part in this time-honoured tradition today. We all know, of course, also that youth has its advantages. Macquarie is a very modern and outward-looking university. We enjoy an enviable reputation for research engagement and excellence. We have a proud tradition of innovation and discovery, and our pioneering approach is built upon a collaborative and connected learning community. Even though this recent year and a half has been a period of great challenge for all of us, it remains a very exciting time for Macquarie, and amid such change, as the vision of this remarkable campus continues to unfold. Macquarie actually has over 225,000 graduates now, living in more than 140 countries throughout the world. So it's very clear we're looking forward, we're on the move, and so are all of you. Some of the things, of course, that we value the most about Macquarie will not change. The friendliness, inclusiveness, and approachability of our staff and students is often commented on by Australians as well as those from overseas. This is absolutely inherent to our culture, and we intend that it will always be so. And remember, you will always be welcome here. So distinguished guests, academic and professional colleagues, and most importantly, our graduands, I offer you the warmest of welcomes to Macquarie University on this grand occasion. It is now my great pleasure to introduce our occasional speaker, Jerome Laxale, MP. Jerome was elected as a member for Bennelong, which is our local electorate, in 2022. He had previously served in local government for 10 years, including 5 years as Mayor of the City of Ryde. Jerome has long been a passionate advocate for his local community. An alumnus of the University of New South Wales, though we'll forgive him for that, holding a Bachelor of Arts, Jerome is an experienced city mayor, councillor, board director and business consultant for the last 15 years of leadership, with experience in both the private sector and in government, including board advisory roles and business administration. He's been an enthusiastic and accessible elected official for this last 10 years of his public life. He has prioritised community infrastructure renewal, a local and national response to climate change, an issue after my own heart, and has been a champion for the delivery of affordable housing in local and federal roles. Jerome was born and raised in Western Sydney and has lived in Bennelong for over 15 years. He and his partner live in North Ryde, just down the road, and raise a family together as active members of their local community. He's passionate about ensuring we leave a better world for the next generation. I now invite Jerome Laxale MP to deliver the occasional address. Thank you.
Thank you very much for that kind introduction. I'd like to first start by acknowledging the traditional custodians on the land on which we meet today, the Wallumattagal people of the Darug Nation. I pay my respects to elders past and present, and extend this respect to all Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people here with us today. Friends, I'm proud to be part of a government that is committed to delivering the Uluru Statement from the Heart in full, and one that has promised to hold a referendum later this year. It'll be our 45th referendum since Federation, and only 8 have been successful. So they're pretty rare, and successful ones are even rarer. With your indulgence, I'd like to use this opportunity, as I always do when someone's foolish enough to give me a microphone, to encourage you to vote yes. This referendum is quite simple, and it's about two things: recognition and consultation. In the coming months, as you all make up your minds, I'd ask you to ask yourselves two things in the lead up to the referendum. Firstly, do you believe that our nation's history started in 1788, on the arrival of the First Fleet and colonisation? Or does our nation's history include that of our First Nations, the oldest continuous civilisation on Earth with 60,000 years of history? Secondly, given our country's tragic history of imposing solutions and legislating on matters to do with Indigenous Australians, do you think that as a sign of maturity and reconciliation, that we should first consult with Indigenous Australians in a meaningful way for laws and policies that will impact on them? If you answer both of these questions as I would, then you will also vote as I would, and our 45th referendum will hopefully be the 9th successful referendum in Australia. I'd like to, of course, acknowledge Presiding Officer Distinguished Professor Hughes, Registrar Professor Wilkinson, members of the faculty, including Professor Guthrie, who I went to school with, which is quite exciting. He was a much better student than I. Distinguished guests, graduates, and their families and friends. It's a real honour and privilege to be asked to join you all today to celebrate the achievements of your graduating class of the Macquarie Business School. Today we join with your friends and family to celebrate your success and to farewell you as you start an exciting journey into a future that is full of possibilities. As I look out to the sea of faces there, it makes me think about my own graduation day from university like it was yesterday, whilst also acknowledging that I'm now old and it certainly wasn't yesterday. When I graduated, I certainly didn't think I'd be standing here as a Member of Parliament, addressing the next generation of business leaders and change makers. My career started in business before I made it into Parliament, and many of the skills I used in business and in this job are the ones I learned in university. I learned how to think critically and analytically, how to research, how to problem solve, how to manage time, and how to communicate effectively. These are things that I was not good at when I left school, and skills that have definitely helped me along the way in my career in the private sector and public life. Importantly, at university, I also learnt a considerable amount about myself. Learning alongside new people, friends, in a very laissez-faire environment provided me with an opportunity for personal growth and self-discovery. University helped me develop independence, resilience, and a sense of purpose. I remember my time at university. I was always interested in politics, and to that end spent a semester at the ANU doing the Australian National Internships Program. It opened my eyes to what politics was like on the inside, and it taught me that if I was to make it in this profession, that I needed real-world experience. And no, I'm not talking about late-night cramming sessions and the odd party here or there, as useful as they were. I learnt that I needed to succeed in the real world if I was ever to be successful in the parliamentary bubble. I learned that valuable life lesson at university, and in what is still surprising me today, it worked. So whilst your certificate today will show that you graduated from business school, I'd say quite safely that university has taught you a lot more than what you studied. I'd encourage you to reflect on that as you progress throughout your careers. Today is about celebrating your accomplishments and recognising the hard work, dedication, and commitment that brought you to this point. The world of business can be challenging and complex. I'm sure that what you learnt at the Macquarie Business School has equipped you with the knowledge and skills to navigate through it. You've worked hard to earn it to make it to graduation today, and I really hope you feel a sense of pride and accomplishment as you walk across the stage. And don't forget those that helped you along the way. Your family, siblings, friends, and professors have all played a vital role in your success. So what comes next? As you take these next steps into the next phase of your life, you'll undoubtedly face new challenges and opportunities. It will be daunting, but you should always remember that you have the tools and knowledge to succeed. Each of you has the potential to work hard and persevere as you enter the next phase of your life. You will, of course, face challenges, competition, setbacks, and obstacles. But I encourage you not to be deterred. See a setback as an opportunity for growth and development. One of the most important things that I've learnt through my life is the importance of resilience. I don't stand here before you because I succeeded in everything I've tried my hand at. Quite the opposite. I ran for Parliament 3 times over 12 years before I was successful. And at each of those, I learned from my mistakes, consolidated and persisted. At each turn, I made progress and got there. When you encounter setbacks and disappointments, know that they're not the end of the road, they're just a bump in the road. Keep moving forward, keep innovating, keep working, and you'll get to where you're meant to be. And at each bump, I encourage you to seize the opportunities that come each way. Don't be afraid to say yes. The world is full of exciting possibilities, and sometimes all it takes is a yes to unlock them. All of that, of course, will come, but for now, take a moment to celebrate your achievements with your family and your friends. You've worked very hard, and you deserve to enjoy this moment. Congratulations, graduates, and I wish you well for the future.
Thank you so much, Jerome, for sharing your experiences, both in your own university career and beyond that, especially that need for resilience and how you have dealt with that. Thank you also for speaking so passionately about the Uluru Statement of the Heart and the Voice. And speaking personally, as I was listening to you, it struck me that those two things actually embody the sort of inclusiveness that this university has always striven for. So all I can say is fingers crossed. As Pro-Chancellor of Macquarie University, I especially look forward to presiding at ceremonies such as today's and conferring degrees on those who have complied with the university's requirements for these awards. I now call on our Registrar, Professor Rawdon Wilkinson, to formally certify the eligibility of those who have met the requirements for these awards.
Pro-Chancellor, I certify that all of the candidates being presented here today and those who are absent have satisfied the requirements of the Academic Senate for the degrees they are to be awarded. Would all candidates for admission to degrees please stand?
In the name of Macquarie University Council and by my authority as Pro-Chancellor, I admit each of you present and those who are absent to the degrees for which you have qualified. Congratulations.
Graduates, please be seated. Pro-Chancellor, the graduates at this ceremony are from the Macquarie Business School. I now call on Professor Eric Knight, Executive Dean and Professor of Strategic Management at Macquarie Business School, to present the graduates. Professor Knight.
Pro-Chancellor, the graduates of this ceremony are from Macquarie Business School. Macquarie Business School represents the modern version of a long and storied history at this university of teaching the next generation of leaders in the fields of economics, finance, actuarial studies, business analytics, marketing, management and accounting. Our school prides itself on a simple and singular focus: you to the power of us. The philosopher Aristotle, teacher of Alexander the Great, once said that education must prepare a student for eudaimon, the pursuit and attainment of a happy life. For Aristotle, personal fulfillment came only when one was thrust into challenge, and through adversity, the likes of which our occasional speaker has shared with you today, they achieved their highest potential. So it is at Macquarie Business School that our mission is to challenge you to reach your potential. We offer you both skill and wisdom, skill in the foundational training of analytics, critical thinking, teamwork, as manifest in your classes, and wisdom, so that equipped with a liberal education, you can strive to make a difference in the world, to leave it in a better state than how it was first presented to you. for profound changes upon us. The scale and combination of technological, environmental and societal change poses tremendous risk to our planet and people alike. I have every confidence that each of you who sits before us today will rise to join the highest echelons of leadership in this country and beyond, as tomorrow's CEOs, members of Parliament, public administrators, and even future academics. So as you leave today as a graduate, I want you to remember this most important quality of a Macquarie University graduate. Macquarie University is a public university, committed to the public good. Therefore, when difficult challenges come your way, the question you must ask yourself is this: how will I serve? Pro-Chancellor, I present to you the graduates of Macquarie Business School whom you have admitted to degrees or awarded diplomas. I present graduates admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Actuarial Studies with the degree of Bachelor of Professional Practice. Caitlin Folds. Jeff Huang. Annie Lin. Tess Warren. I present graduates admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Actuarial Studies with the degree of Bachelor of Science. Ionis Bekiaris. Sina Chu. Neil Desai. Matthew Hanna. Linda Lay. Daniel Lowe. Ern Zhou Shi. Dominic Vinson. I present graduates admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Applied Finance with the degree of Bachelor of Economics. Danny Al-Hamisi. Emily Barnard. Joyita Barua. Daniel Chaka. Timothy Doyle. Raphael Gabriel. Nikola Hajdakovic. Chunye Huo. Gemma Kiss. Justin Knight. Willem Ma. Sahil Mathur. James Mayhew. Jordan Melassese. Jad Muat. Srivat Narain. Joshua Vella. Anne Eunice. I present the graduate admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Arts and the Bachelor of Commerce, Kyone Peirce. I present graduates admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Business Analytics and Bachelor of Professional Accounting, Amanda Aarons. Nathan Ryan. I present graduates admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Business Analytics with the degree of Bachelor of Security Studies. Acacia Cowan. Vedant D'Souza. Vanshika Gupta. Nathan Ruddock. Justin Scher. Liam Sheriff. Jessica Swadling. I present graduates admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Commerce, Professional Accounting with the degree of Bachelor of Business Analytics. Ishan Chowdhury. Justice Finch. Daniel Hardy. Isaac Hobman. Rochelle Logg. Ying Tong Lu. Martin Metry. Joshua Natmi. Sumita Puzavilela Benjamin. Ravneet Randhawa. Senit Samarayayaka. Mayatushan Sayalingham. Kai Siahu. Alexandra Smiles. George Tilbrook. Tinuri Vidana. Don Welapuyi Ayanchagai. Andy Zhang. I admit the graduate admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Economics and Bachelor of Applied Finance, Joshua Park. I present graduates admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Economics with the degree of Bachelor of Business Analytics, Rahul Dima. Connor McLeod. Aidan Chuan. I present the graduate admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Information Technology and Bachelor of Actuarial Studies, Thomas Yu. I present graduates admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Mathematical Sciences and Bachelor of Economics, Lennox Hemingway. William Reynolds. I present graduates admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Actuarial Studies, Paul Beeman. Ji-Wan Cui. Cassandra Ecclesiastes. Anthony Kroger. Nhok Phuong Ang Lay. Yainan Lin. Sherhan Min. Deanne Novita. Aniket Panasar. Vincent Presito. Damien Yan. Benedict Yu. I present the graduate admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Arts, James Ryan. I present graduates admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Business Analytics, Hong Bui. Gary Chen. Joshua Yovanov. Tuo Kai. Min Chao Nguyen. Janice Pan. Paolo Rodil. Matthew Rivetto. Benjamin Rumpet. Montgomery Symes. James Tanujaya. An Song Tu. An Duong. Corey Edwards. William Eisenhuth. Ki Han Gong. Olivia Hood. William Jones. Mireille Halil. Catherine Coslow.
This is Dad.
Tony Liu. Stephanie Long. Bronte McAlpine. Nyok Huan Nguyen. Cooper Vinci. Rome Warnock. Xuan Yi Yong. I present graduates admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Economics. Kurt Kalea. Nathan Karenko. Andrew Chum. Vongdavat Chum. Kayati Danda. Lachlan Dixon. Shufei Duong. Callum Fitzsimons. Taylor Guy. Naseeb Jamshidi. Belil Jaiwad. Alicia Harufi. Andrew Newling. Ivan Reyes. Bradley Stockwell. Nicholas Trobitz. I present graduates admitted to the degree of Masters of Actuarial Practice. Shinyi Dai. Hugh McKay. Feng Chi Pham. Hai Ju. I present graduates admitted to the degree of Masters of Applied Economics. Ariyunzaya Bayumbatulka. Alexander Chung. Sarah Ray. Carl Saunders. I present graduates admitted to the degree of Masters of Business Analytics, He Bai. Kaveri Bhatia Chanana. Solgagal Bayamba Dorj. Chengbo Zai. Xie Yingfeng. Rashi Gulwani. Yushang Jeremy Hong. Xiaohui Li. Mohammed Moinuddin. Natasha Naiju. Sahil Sharma. Nishan Somani. Ida Ayu Eka Putri Subrata. Ken Walter C. Shandi Ju. I present the graduate admitted to the degree of Masters of Commerce, Elma Sharin Hussein Briti. Pro-Chancellor, a high degree by research is awarded to a graduate who has successfully completed a program of study in which the defining characteristic is research. Our Masters of Research is a 2-year, full-time equivalent research training degree, consisting of research-based coursework, postgraduate research training, and a major research project. Graduates have focused on a specific research topic to produce a thesis of up to 20,000 words in preparation for a doctoral degree. I present the graduate admitted to the degree of Masters of Research, Fiona Makera Okindo, for a thesis entitled Effects of the Fourth Industrial Revolution on Kenya's Food and Beverage Manufacturing Sector. Pro-Chancellor, that completes this afternoon's presentations of the graduates from Macquarie Business School.
Pro-Chancellor, I call on Caitlin Folds, who graduated with a Bachelor of Actuarial Studies with the degree of Bachelor of Professional Practice, to speak on behalf of the graduating group. Caitlin Folds.
Good afternoon, Pro-Chancellor, members of the university, fellow graduates and guests. I am grateful and honoured to speak on behalf of the graduates on such a momentous occasion. Throughout my actuarial degree, I took many classes in finance, maths and statistics, which I'm sure you all agree sounds like a lot of fun. However, a far more important takeaway from our Macquarie University experience, in my opinion, is the confidence to take on challenges and approach difficult problems, and the opportunities that we received outside the classroom. Everyone here has overcome challenges to complete their degrees. For me, the biggest challenge when I started at Macquarie was improving my math skills to a standard needed in actuarial. Mathematics was by far my worst subject in school, and the one that I dreaded the most every day. I attended a meeting in Year 11 begging my parents and my teacher to let me drop the class, but both parties refused to sign the required form. I ended up finishing the course with a very mediocre mark. Needless to say, the first semester at Macquarie felt very overwhelming, faced with difficult technical content and surrounded by extremely smart students who seemed to find the problems easy. Then, the pandemic at the start of second year made matters worse, with classes shifting online. Regardless of how easy we found our courses, studying in isolation throughout a particularly uncertain time was no easy feat for any of us. While transitioning to university was difficult for many of us, the Macquarie staff and community offered a strong support system. Unsurprisingly, I expanded my academic knowledge throughout my time at Macquarie. But more importantly, this support made me more confident in my ability to tackle complex problems. This skill was the true reason I was able to complete my mathematics coursework to a high level, as I no longer panicked when approached with a difficult problem. Confidence in my ability to solve problems is something that I will lean on often in life beyond university. Outside the classroom, Macquarie's social activities and events allowed me to make lifelong friendships. Having finished university 4 months ago, I'm already missing my semi-unproductive library study sessions, my U-Bar visits, and sitting on the central courtyard grass between classes with my friends. I owe these people a huge thank you for going through this challenge with me. So thank you to my parents who did not let me drop maths during school, and for showing me that taking on the hardest challenges reaps the most rewards. Congratulations to everyone who has successfully overcome their own barriers and achieved this milestone, especially during a pandemic. Thank you to our families and friends for believing in us when we were not sure we had the skills to tackle this challenge, and our lecturers and staff for their time and support. When you are next faced with a challenge, I urge you to remember the satisfaction that came with overcoming this one, and have the confidence that you are equipped with the knowledge and skills to face it. Thank you for letting me share this moment with you all, and enjoy the rest of the ceremony.
Well, congratulations, Caitlin, and thank you so much for sharing your reflections. And it's wonderful that you've had such a positive experience from Macquarie. And thank you personally from another very mediocre math student in myself, and maybe there's hope for me yet based on your experience. Please join with me in thanking Caitlin again. We'll now have the pleasure of some beautiful music. Distinguished guests, please join me again in expressing appreciation of the magnificent Angela Brewer for that superb performance. And I should note that Angela is also the founder and artistic director of Coast Opera Australia. I'd like to also now ask you to join me in thanking our wonderful musicians. On the organ, Heather Moyne-Boyd. And on the trumpet, Ms. Melanie McLaughlin. I'd also like to take this opportunity to acknowledge and thank the representatives from our alumni community who have come here today to help celebrate this occasion and work assiduously behind the scenes to make sure everything goes smoothly. Thank you. And finally, please join with me in thanking those unsung heroes, our technical staff, who ensure that the proceedings can be seen and heard, not just by all of you here today, but for those watching this event live streamed. Thank you. Graduates, this ceremony marks a change in your relationship with Macquarie University, but it is certainly, hopefully, not the end of your association with us. From today onwards, you are now part of the bigger Macquarie family. As I said before, there are over 225,000 Macquarie University graduates spread across 140 countries. We look forward to seeing you back on campus, to attend alumni events, to undertake further study, or to simply visit this beautiful place, and to reminisce about the good times you had here as a Macquarie University student. Graduates, the award of a university degree carries many opportunities and privileges, but it also carries some responsibilities. We urge you all to commit to lifelong learning and inquiry. We urge you to continue the hard work that has already brought you this far. And remember that the world is not only changed by great leaps forward by people like Einstein and Marie Curie, but by the many contributions, small and large, of people just like you. At Macquarie, we pride ourselves on developing each and every one of our students into engaged community citizens and leaders. So we urge you always to give thought to what you can do for others along the way. You don't have to do much to make a real difference to somebody's life. Sometimes a simply kind gesture or a kind word can mean an enormous amount. Our hope is that as graduates of Macquarie University, you will use what you have learned here, not only for your own benefit, but also for the betterment of our community. And in all you do, we charge you to uphold the good name of Macquarie University. It's also our hope that you will always remember that the people that have helped you along the way, many of whom are here with you today. So to acknowledge their contribution and thank them for it, I'm going to ask you, graduates, to do a few things. Firstly, I'd like the graduates to all stand up. And now I want you to place your testamas on the seat behind you and turn around to face your family and friends and supporters and give them a huge round of applause. You can turn around again, but don't sit down just yet, because here on the dais are representatives of our academic staff who have also supported you throughout your journey. Please join me in thanking them. Graduates, please remain standing, but please now pick up your testamas because we don't want you to leave them behind you, because the official party will soon leave this graduation hall, followed by you, the graduates. As we do, our organist will play the traditional recessional music of graduation, which has been played at ceremonies for centuries. There is an old set of Latin lyrics which begins, Gaudeamus igitur dum sumus juvenes. The translation, roughly, of this graduation exit song is, therefore let us rejoice, we will always be young. Again, to our newest graduates of Macquarie University, my warmest congratulations and every best wish for futures filled with success, satisfaction, and most importantly, happiness. Now I would ask everyone in the hall to stand. And shortly I will lead the graduation party out to be followed by the graduates. I then invite you all to follow our graduates out of the hall to enjoy some light refreshments with us. Thank you.